Good morning. How are you? This morning, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about glove boxes. Now, the word glove box, I really didn't know exactly what it meant until recently, and I looked it up. And apparently, the glove box was something that's set on the floor next to a person who was driving a car. Back in the day, a lot of the cars didn't have tops on them. And so when you were driving through on the road, depending on what speed you were going, the temperature, often your hands on the handlebars on the steering wheel would get cold. And so you would have your gloves. And the little box sat down next to you on the floor, and in there you could have different types of gloves. Some gloves you could have would actually be cooler, some would be warmer, and so you would actually be able to choose depending upon what the weather was like. Today we have glove box, and the majority of us don't use driving gloves anymore. Some do, but we're inside, it's comfortable, so we don't worry about that, especially if you have a cell phone. Unless you've got those unique gloves that have it on the fingertips, it becomes difficult to use. So glove boxes have really become a place in which we store those things that we think we need, but probably will never actually use. Now, there's a few things I keep in the glove box that I do use. Napkins, ketchups. Actually, my wife doesn't like me to have a lot of those spare package of ketchups in there. I don't know why I feel the need to keep them in there because rarely do I use them. Pins, maybe a tire gauge, different things like that. Important papers. But I don't know about you, but there are times when I'll have someone come in my car and is going to ride with me, and there may be some clutter around, and that immediately goes in the glove box because for some reason I'm not comfortable seeing my clutter in the car. So I put it in the glove box. A lot of times that just begins to accumulate. And there are times when my wife and I were traveling, and for some reason that becomes her mission is to clean out the glove box. There's a text in the Gospel of Thomas that made me think about glove box. It's the following. It says, the words from Jesus in the Gospel of Thomas, it says, "If you bring forth that which is within you, it will save you. If you do not bring it forth, it will destroy you." Hear that again. If you bring forth that which is within you, it will save you. If you do not bring it forth, it will destroy you. The reality is each of us have things in our life that we'd rather not share with other people. We keep it hidden inside. It's the things that maybe we don't want other people to know about us, to see, because we'd be embarrassed. We would think they wouldn't accept us for who we are. And so we hide that not only from others, but in reality, we ended up hiding it from ourselves. And when we hide it from ourselves, it just sits there, a lot like things sitting in the glove box. It just is there. If we're allowing ourselves to bring it forth, if we become aware of it, that it's there, it actually can go a long way in making us a better person. If we have a tendency, for example, to lose our temper, being aware of that and understanding it can go a long way in healing that. But on the other side, the verse says that if you don't bring it forth, it will destroy you. One example I can think of on that one is sometimes it's anger. Sometimes you become angry at someone or a situation, and it just festers and it continues to build and build within. That literally can affect your physical health, your emotional, your psychological health, and make a big difference in how the quality of life that you enjoy. So I think Jesus, when he said these words that the Gospel of Thomas records, was touching on a principle, an idea that is still very relevant today. And where again it says in the Gospel of Thomas, if you bring forth that which is within you, it will save you. It will make your life better. It will heal you. It will restore your life. If you do not bring it forth, it will destroy you. I think that's something we ought to think about today, in the next few days, is being truly honest with ourselves. Occasionally opening up the glove box, cleaning it out, and being aware of who we are in all ways, in all aspects. So consider that for the day. Hope you have a great day today in Phoenix. It's going to be like 109. I'm staying inside. Wherever you are, I hope you enjoy your day and be safe out there.